Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating, joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic, let's make some.
Hi friends, how'd you like that introduction? Hopefully you were able to hear that. That's kind of a fun thing that Dave's been doing lately. He made one for our granddaughter Frankie's birthday. He made one for the refuge. So he's been making these songs, and I'm going to have him teach me how to make one so that I could make one for each student's birthday, I'm hoping, because he said they're super simple. So I don't know, we'll see. All right, today, let's see. Nope, this week I started teaching summer school, and so I started, it's a Japan, it's not Japan today, I always think it's that. Anyway.
Japanese culture and language.
Yes, Japanese culture and language school, summer school, and I had 14 students, and it's very fun. It's tiring, right? It's all day, and I haven't been working for a while. However, it's very exciting. Once I get there, I'm fine. So it's all good. And anyway, I want to show you today some amazing things with the new Sunflower 3D Embossing Folder. It is a new online exclusive, and you are going to be amazed.
Morning, Sandy.
It is stunning, stunning, stunning. So let's go ahead and get started. Just pushing my coffee mug back there so I don't spill it. So this is the new 3D Embossing Folder, and I didn't realize that it was an 8.5 by 11 size. Let's just double check here. No. Not quite. No, not 8.5 by 11, a half sheet. So it's 6 by 8.5, 6 by 8.5. So you could do a full half sheet, which is what we're going to do, of cardstock. I just didn't realize it was that big. And it's got these really deep indentations, which are just going to look amazing. So besides that, let's see what else I want to tell you about it. It's awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. I did already emboss, 3D emboss with this, the sunflower. So I was saying you could do a whole half sheet. So I cut this down so it's 5 1/4 by 8. So then if I cut it in half, now it is two cards just like that. And all I'm going to do, this is a very simple one. First I'm going to grab some paper so I don't get marker all over. I'm doing the deboss. So this is the embossed side. This is the raised side. And I'm going to do the debossed side. So this is the side where the flower is indented. And I'm just going to take my black cardstock, or black ink, excuse me, and I'm going to run it all over, and the magic just happens. Ooh. Isn't that amazing? It is so pretty. So I want to get it really dark on those dark spots, or the blank spots, because look at that. The more I do it, the more it just really pops out. So stunning, right? So stunning. For $12, it is amazing. I'm sure it's all over my fingers now, but that's okay. I'll grab a wet wipe, which I just happen to have here. So all right, so there is our beautiful, I don't want to touch it now, there's our beautiful sunflower. Look at that. Okay, we got to take a minute to admire. Isn't that so pretty? My goodness. So this little line is because I put it all the way up against the top. So there's a tiny line at the top, which next time I will avoid, because this goes all the way down to the bottom. So when you put it on, you just want to make sure you go down a little bit instead of lining it up with the Stampin' Up! Line. Go down a little bit, and then you won't have that little extra piece. But we're okay because of what we're doing. What do you think? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. I don't remember. Will this fit? Yes, it will. So we are just going to make this one into a very simple, I forgot my words.
Okay.
All right. Dave will grab some words. They have to fit on this. Thank you. Let's see. We're going to go 4 inches. There we go. Oh my goodness. Come on. And then I just have my standard black sheet of cardstock. This is probably, and some black and white check ribbon, sorry. Probably one of the most, or white, stunning, Lisa, stunning and yet simple cards. Look at that. So I'm actually going to glue this on with our glue because of the raised part. Sometimes the adhesive doesn't stay as well. So I'm actually going to use the liquid glue to hold it on. So yesterday I did something I haven't done all summer. I went to the beach with our grandkids. They just walk right in the water, no problem. Walk right in. I'm like, they're like, Mimi, isn't it so warm? I'm like, for me. What stamp set did it come from? Thanks, love. All right. I'm okay, love. All right. I'm okay. Thank you. All right. So look at that. So very pretty. And we'll just go ahead and stick the white inside right now. Thank you, dear. Go ahead and stick this inside right now. And then we'll do a little bit of extra decoration on the front. So swimming with 4 kids at the beach, I asked my son, how do you do that? Because it was a little unnerving for me, being that I had not been there with all of them before. I was like, oof, that makes me a little nervous. All right. So this little die, these are brand new dies to me. It is the Sentimental Framing dies. I'm pretty sure Dave can check for us that they're an online exclusive also. So you'll be seeing me use these. These are obviously frames. And then this one is this one right here. But look how pretty that is. Stop moving. Let it focus. There it is. Isn't that a pretty? I think it's pretty. So Dave pulled out, this is so sweet. Just a note to let you know you're on my mind, which is a great thing to say. So I'm going to grab, goodness, love you.
What else would you like?
Oh, yes, I do. Never mind, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I want to check this. I like to check them out and make sure, especially if it's rubber, that it's flat. Or straight, sorry, not flat, that it's straight. So I'm going to put it straight on the line, and then we'll see how straight it is when I go back to stamp it. Okay, great. Because sometimes, even though it looks straight, the rubber is a little bit off. So let's go ahead and stamp that. Very nice. And we are going to use maybe, I'm not sure if we're going to use that or not, but this is so pretty. I mean, you could just stop right there, right? Let's go ahead and pop that up. And then we can decide if we need a little bit more or if I'm going to use the strips, if we're good with that. How was your week, friends? What did you do this week that was unique, amazing, fun, joyful, any of the above? Or you're just happy to have made it through the week. So I have 2 more weeks of this summer school, and then we're going on vacation, which is super fun.
It's the same 3 weeks of the same class. So
yes.
Different group each week.
Different group each week, but yes, exactly right. All right, I'm going to take a little peek at this and see if this is what we would like to add. I feel like it needs a little something. Oh, yeah, I think it's going to look really cute. Just stick that right up there just to continue on our black and white theme.
It took me a while, but yes, Sentimental Framing is an online exclusive.
I didn't think it took you any time at all. You were just fine.
Getting lots of wows, wowzer.
Can you believe that? So this embossing folder has so many fun things that I want to share with you that I'm going to do it on Monday also. But this is just one little piece of what we're going to do. Look at that. Oh.
Mary Jo had all 5 little grands, but not at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that's busy. That's busy. Isn't it? Wowzers is right. Oh, my goodness. It's so gorgeous. We could add a little Wink of Stella. On Monday, I'm going to show you how to add a little bit of a color. But there is one. And, of course, like I said, you can make 2 cards. I have one more card to make. But, Dave,
Sure.
Do you have anything for us?
So, as you know, I say this every time. For everything you possibly could need in the way of stamping, go to thestamperstudio.com, scroll on down, first thing you come to is ordering stamps, etc. And that's where you can get these amazing online exclusives. In fact, when you go to the website, if you right up at the top, you can click on online exclusives and see all of the items that are an online exclusive. Wait,
funny how that works.
Here. Yeah. So if we go over here to, into the little menu, I can just click online exclusives, and there I will be taken into all those fun things that aren't in our catalog, but you can order there. Also, scroll on down. Card Cafe is happening today. Not to give you any FOMO or anything, but if you didn't register, we've got a lot of fun people coming to make cards today. But look, you can already sign up for next month. August is on the calendar, ready to go. So you can go ahead and do that. And as you know, hosted retreats at the Refuge Little Falls, always a fun time. We have posted them for the first half of next year. They do tend to sell out. So if you are thinking about it, check your calendar, sign up for one of the spring months next year to make sure you get a spot.
That sounds great.
All right.
And just to give you a little sneak peek, this will be one of the cards at next month's Card Cafe. So very beautiful, and you will be able to make that. All right, so what if we want to add a little color? I'm going to stay with the black base cardstock, but I am going to cut this now and just use a piece of it. So I kind of want this, I think I'll just do it like that. I'm going to cut it at, I forgot how big, because I'm going to mat it on, what do we have here? I have 2.5, I'm going to go 2 1/4 and 2 1/4.
You're a little bit off. We're mostly seeing your hand. Thank you.
Lovely hand it is.
It is. But,
2 1/4. And then, of course, I could still use this for something else. So let's see if that's, nope, that was a little bit too big. So let's go a little bit smaller, probably 2 inches is what I was thinking. 2 inches. And this is our strawberry slush. So I'm going to mat it on that, and then I'll cut it just a small bit there. The whole thing is going to just sit on this white. So I'm going to layer these, make sure they're the same length. I'm going to stick them on using this glue again, and then I will trim them to make sure we've got what we need as far as length. All right, so stick this on here. I'm going to go edge to edge, except for the sides. Like that. Flip it over. All right, let's go ahead. Whoopsie. It's flying. It's alive. Just trim off that little piece. Which things don't always have to be perfect when you measure them, because you can always go back and do a little trimming. There we go.
Snip.
Yep. All right. And then this, yep, edge to edge. Maybe. We'll see. We might, oh no, we have to trim, maybe trim a little bit more. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick it on that way using just our regular adhesive. So strawberry slush, pardon?
Snail.
No, it's not snail anymore.
Oh, you're right, it's not.
Our strawberry slush is just such a nice complement to the black here. I'm feeling like I can't see this. I'm going to turn it over so I can get it right at the edge. There we go. That's what I wanted, and I want it to be straight. And we'll take a peek. It's a tiny bit over, but it's not even going to notice there. So we're going to leave that. Okay, now we're ready to put it onto here, and then we'll stamp a really cute sentiment that will wow us.
That's right, stamp and seal.
Yeah.
Snail was a throwback to our old one.
Yeah, throwback. It was throwback. That was a long time ago. All right, we are going to die cut a very small piece from these banners. Okay, the banners, kind of spendy, but totally worth it in my opinion. I have made so many banners, and I'm just going to use this little one up in the corner here. So, and these are in the everyday catalog, the little banners. Just need a little piece of white cardstock and our mini boss. Now, of course, the sunflower would not fit in this. The little sunflower would not work well. I'm looking at my numbers here. A lot of numbers going on. 3 and 4. Where's 1 and 2? Here they are. I don't need 3 and 4. They just happen to be visible. I need 1 and 2. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and pop this on here, and then we'll stamp on it. It'll be oh so cute, because everything is oh so cute, right? That's what I think. Everything with Stampin' Up is so cute. And after my class this week, everything in Japan is kawaii. It's so cute. So we learned that word pretty quickly. All right, so that's the smallest one. And on here, we are going to stamp using Sweet Jar. So the one thing I really like about this Sweet Jar, number one, of course, all these things fit in the jar. These are chocolate chip cookies or jelly beans. But I'm going to use this, sending a little, and then put love in there. Sending a little love your way. And I'm going to stamp it in the strawberry slush, which I did bring over.
Yay.
I know, right? Love you. Sending a little, oh, actually, I'm going to stamp that in black, excuse me. And then I'll do the love and strawberry slush. So let's get that out of the way. I'm going to use my Memento black. Sending a little, let's put that right there in the middle. Sending a little, I love that there's a little space there because I find sometimes it is hard to get the words straight if they're not connected. I'm going to send a little love your way. That's going to fit right in there. Sending a little love your way. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp from the Sweet Jar also these little hearts. I'm only going to use one of them, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp the hearts in our strawberry slush. And then I'm just going to cut out one of them. I'm going to cut out that one because it's not huge. And we're going to use this one on our card. Pretty small one. Sending a little love your way, everybody.
For our regular viewers, you know this is a rare, very rare event.
That I'm fussy cutting?
Lisa fussy cutting.
You know what? I don't mind fussy cutting things while I'm watching TV. So sometimes I'll fussy cut things for Card Cafe, which they are always thankful, but I get those done. I don't really like cutting it on screen because I feel like it's a little bit hard to get it as well as I would like. But there we go. Because I always feel like I'm using up your time, but I suppose you're choosing to be here with us, so it's okay. All right, bring back in our card here, and we're going to put this right up here. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, so cute. Come on. I just think it's adorable, and that's why I love stamping, is because when I touch something and stamp it, I'm like, oh, so cute. So, all right, you know I like to use my strips. They're easy, quick.
Does it make you a stripper?
Oh, David Schmid. David Schmid, that was uncalled for. No, it does not. Oh my goodness. This is a G-rated show here, hon. Don't encourage him. We don't need any encouragement on that. I'm going to take our little heart. I'm going to move this over just a little bit more and put the heart right underneath there. Just going to stick this heart. I want it on the white so you can see it. I want it centered. So I'm just going to move again. Thanks to the magic of, what did someone say? No magic. I was like, what did someone say? I wanted that lined up under here. And then we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of bling. So we'll add some strawberry slush. These are our new 2527 in color. They're called in color flat pearls. Goodness, flat pearls. So I'm going to add some of that because we've got this beautiful strawberry slush right here. So I'm going to put a little one up here and then put they're small, small, medium, and large. I do not want it there. Maybe there. That's too far down. That's okay. And one more over here. Always in triangles, always in threes or odd numbers. Okay, what do you think? I think it is adorable. I think it is so very, very cute. And I suppose inside you could stamp, I didn't stick my little vanilla or white inside, you could stamp some of the hearts. So this little embossing folder is a game changer when it comes to stamping elegant cards. Game changer, I say. I just moved at the last second. There we go. Game changer. Look at that. Ah, it's gorgeous. Let me bring back in the other one right here. So pretty. And I still have a strip to make one more. So on Monday, I'm going to show you how to use this and color it and make it more like, I'm going to use yellows and blues and make it a little bit of a brighter card. This I think is quite elegant and stunning, but we're going to make a brighter card on Monday. So that is what I have.
Tina was asking about the washi tape and when it might be available.
Oh.
And it looks like July 21st is currently the estimated time that it'll be back. So sorry to interrupt you there.
That's okay.
And if you weren't here at the beginning, stay on for just a minute and you'll see our new intro and outro song.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. You didn't come back to me, but that's okay.
Oh, I can right here.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Thanks, friends. I hope you have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Happy stamping.
Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic. Let's make